everybody. I hope you're doing really well, that you're healthy and joyful. I am here to do Sagittarius July horoscope 2025. I'll be using Major Arcana, Rider-Waite-Smith, Osho and Tarot, Woman Oracle, Love Department. I'll be using Les Amours de Marlowe. And for the decans, first, second, and third, I'll be using Prism and I am Shadow and Light. And at the end, for final messages, Divine Connection and Angel Connection. Oh my God, sorry. All right, let's do it. Sagittarius. Oula! Hold on. There's one. Okay. I'm shuffling again because there's one. There we go. I hope you had a good June. A good beginning of the summer. Sagittarius, if you do understand French or speak French, I have a French channel. So it is free. There's no commercial and it's not a copy and paste of this channel. Therefore, it is complimentary readings for you. Okay? The link is in the About section. And right before your birthday season, which is kind of far, but not so far either, it's gonna go fast. Your Astro magazine will come out on pre-sale with a special price right before your birthday season. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you click, oh my God, I can't speak. You click on the link next to my picture on my channel. And if you have any placements in Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer, well, here you go. Knock yourself out on buying the magazine. All right, Sag, let's do it. Nice. Oh, my God. 3 major arcanas. Okay. Oh, my God. 4. Whoa. Nice. Okay. Oh, my God. So we have the energies of the moon, the fool, the empress, and the hermit. Okay. Wow. I already know that it's going to be a kick-ass reading. In the recent past, you had the moon. In the recent past, I think your emotional being was very a roller coaster of emotion. Very much so. And very much so because eventually you were also trusting the moon cycle. So trusting the moon cycle and also going with the flow very easily. But sometimes going with the flow, when it's too much, it could be also a problem. Now, the Fool is right after in the July energies. So it's really clear to me that in July also, you sort of like, I want to do my own thing. I don't think I want to sign a contract. I don't think I want to, I want to be able to feel free. I want to be able to do things. Now it could be very structured also. Have a planning. I'm thinking about an artist right now, like a musician that is going on tour. They know exactly where they're going to be. That day, at what time I have to be on stage, you know what I mean? So I have that type of feeling. Now, it's also the Fool is also a way to also be accountable for things that you want to do. So that's really positive too. But this is really the vibe in July, okay? And maybe in the recent past, you were on a sort of a fog, on a sort of a quest also. And that's why I was saying that maybe some of you Sagittarius are also using the vibe of the moon. Consciously, you are doing the hermit, or consciously, you know that you should do the hermit. Because guess what? Your challenge is to do some introspection. So the hermit here is putting the light on something that he doesn't even know. And that's really clear to me that you are conscious that you should, and I'm sorry because I don't like to use that, but this is the case here. Unconsciously, well, you know that you need to do the eagle to see the 360 and see what are your options and see what you're doing. It's going to be crucial. So the eagle go in the sky really, 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 really high to check his option as far as hunting. This is exactly what it is. But that's unconscious. So here, Sag, you both have a total duality with that. Introspection and see the 360, even though you are aware. And that's why the Fool is here. I think you're kind of like doing a little a-hole here and doing what the F you want in July. Yep, no matter what. Even if people are telling you, hey, Sag, go back on the deal. No, I do whatever the F I want. You know? Okay. So we talked about the challenge, which is introspection, you know. And you have the Empress for the near future. Yep. Alors, near future, the Empress. It's Venus, it's Libra, it's Taurus. So what are you? What's up with that? And ooh, Leo in the house also. Okay. All right. So with the outcome here, you are going to need to understand a little bit more about what's up in your life and how to be okay with that. You know, maybe changing a routine, maybe changing, you know, some stuff, but be okay with that instead of being rigid. And this is going to give you so much fun, so much radiancy, but also quality time, quality to eat, quality to have moments, like really cool stuff, and not feeling guilty about it either. Okay, so I think July is going to be very much in the joy, in a really cool setup and in a really cool environment. But understanding also that you cannot be radical or rigid. You got to have some sort of flexibility and really mean it in action. Not just like, oh my God, I'm so flexible. And then 2 minutes later, you're like, you moved the sponge here. You got to put it back in here. You know? Okay. And the outcome, because of this super cool guidance, you absolutely liberated. You're feeling good. You're feeling lighter. You're feeling Because you understand that, yeah, you're controlling way the F too much. And when you don't control, things are easy. Things are like, but you're not pretending. You're really doing it. There's a big difference. Because if you're pretending and you're wearing a mask and you're pretending with yourself that you're doing it, that's a problem because you're not doing it. And everybody knows about it, but yourself. Or not even, the other people don't even know about it because you're hiding it really well, But, through the energies, you feel it. I mean, people feel it. All right, decans. Go see if your moon or your Neptune or your Venus even, or in Taurus or Taurus or Libra or Leo. Okay? All right, first, second, and third decan. Let's see. Oh, I can't find a comfortable position. First, second, and third decan, and if you're on a cusp, you have 6 messages instead of 3. Alors, first decan. You will only take with you the love you have given. Don't be discouraged. Always believe in your dreams. And yeah. Okay. So, I think you are going to try first decan to isolate yourself to try to figure out what's up. And of course, it's going to require to not give up on your dreams, to not give up on what you want to do in your life. And an exercise, a great exercise to do is to go back to when you were 10, 14, 16, 18, and remember at the time how you felt, what you wanted to do, etc., etc. That's a very good exercise. And especially ask yourself, what are the things inside of me that never dies? And you'll see amazing results from that. So you take a pen, a paper, and here we go. All right, second decan. Laughter is a firework that makes the heart explode into thousands of stars. I am the wind, I am not seen, and yet I exist. And yeah, you're doing rejection is protection. So you gotta put back, you gotta feel lighter. And you probably have to reconnect also with a higher power energy. And not doing rejection is protection. Really take accountability for stuff. Okay? All right. Third, when you will cross the threshold, the door will close behind you and you will have left hell behind. Can you look in the mirror and say, I don't regret anything? Haha. Yeah, third decan, you got to listen to your intuition, your little voice. Every time you have a conversation or you're doing things or you're going somewhere, just, really try to figure out, ooh, I feel weird. Ooh, I feel nervous. Oh, how come I don't feel easy? It's not fluid, when I talk to so-and-so, whatever. Because I have the feeling that you're not in the right environment. There's something that bothers you, but almost pressures you, but you don't say anything, and you sort of okay, yeah, it's gonna be better tomorrow. Oh no. It's sort of remember, It's sort of like remind me when women are in a relationship, abusive relationship, and they don't do, you know, they're so afraid. And I totally get it, you know. And we see that in the media right now. I'm not going to say his name, but, you know, so yeah, you gotta be safe, okay, Sag? All right, the love department. If you're in a relationship. If you are in a relationship. Well, if you're in a relationship, woo, you have to put a little water in your wine here, guys. What's going on? And you need to take the time to communicate and have a good relationship. But I have the feeling that someone is wearing a mask, or you're maybe like in a la la land regarding your relationship. You don't have all the answers. Of course, nobody's perfect. It doesn't exist. But you got to take some time and put some water in your wine. I cut the apple in two and try to figure out what's up. Okay? All right. Regarding something in your relationship, anyways. If you're looking for love, Sage. If you are looking for love, well, I think there's a duality inside of you. So if you're looking for love, you're in July, you're just going to be low-key. You're just going to flirt. You're just going to go out, whatever. And I don't think you're going to look for love necessarily. You're just going to have fun. Because I'm not sure why, but there's an emotional trigger. I don't think you healed yet. And there's an emotional trigger that puts you back in codependence mode. Or you're afraid of codependence because that's the type of relationship you had the last time. Yep. If you're single and happy. Single and happy. All right, so if you're single and happy, well, there's a sort of stability that you acquired along the years, along the month, that is very safe for you. The fact that you take accountability on saying, hey, I certainly don't want to be in a relationship. I'm happy like that. I'm single. Everything is fine. And at the same time, you got some news along the way and you're just going to speak your truth. You're just going to, express yourself and say exactly what I just said. So it's really cool because you're clear with what you want and you're expressing it. So bravo. Give yourself a hug. All right. Divine connection and angel connection. And I look at the deck, the back of the deck also. Because it's, whoa, guys. What? It's very much connected. July readings are really cool. very different from one another. And if you look at your planet placement, listen on all the signs because it's going to help you. It's free, guys. Alrighty. Okay. So, all right. So in July, I think something new is going to happen. So either you're going to have someone that is going to give you an opportunity, and or you are going to activate and participate into something very brand new. But anyways, in any case, this is something that you're going to put in place for like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months to realize that life can be different. And it's going to be beneficial because it's going to be like the key to success, the key to all the questions that you ask yourself, you know, some sort of message, some sort of brand new things that is going to happen. But only you have the key. Yeah, the key to the door to give you a lot of opportunities, to knock on doors, to have all the answers, to have this, to have this, to have this, to have this. And this is going to be very important. Okay? So it's really good because I feel the growth, Sag. Truly, sincerely. But here we go. If we decide. It's, you know, it's the usual thing. All right, Sag, I put a playlist for you. There's a bunch of videos on it right here, right now on screen. And then have an amazing July. I wish you well and explore my channel because I do the monthly once a month, but there's also so much more on my channel. All right, I'll see you soon. Have a good July. Bye.